I'm Pamela Monagold, and today we are going to talk about meeting the needs of urban learners. What is an urban learner? What do you think of when you hear the term urban learner? An urban learner may be someone who lives in a large city where there are many different cultures. They may have a different cultural background from other students as well as their teachers. A trait that you may see in an urban learner is that they speak a language other than English when they are at home. Our objective from this presentation is to understand what an urban learner is, share with someone 3 characteristics that teachers should have when educating urban learners, and state 5 ways teachers can meet urban learners' needs. In order to be successful, there are a few characteristics that a teacher should have when teaching urban learners. A well-prepared teacher can minimize confusion and maximize learning time. If a problem were to arise in the lesson, she'll be ready to steer the lesson back into its intended direction. A teacher should always have high expectations and never allow herself or her students to settle for average goals. Many times there will be a student that challenges a teacher to see how much that teacher believes in them. The teacher must refuse to give up and try everything they can to get through to this student, no matter how difficult the student may seem. Many students lack structure in their home lives and actually crave some sort of consistency. If you create a consistent and structured routine in the classroom, the students will respond positively and will know what you expect of them. As a teacher, you should know that your own attitude can affect the attitude of your students. You should keep a hopeful outlook, so this will encourage your students to stay hopeful when they are struggling. How can we meet urban learners' needs? First, we must employ school leaders who are educational experts. These experts should be leaders who recognize what is needed to improve how students learn. They should use resources and materials that help them to further their own training and support specific needs of all students. We should build positive family relationships. To achieve the most from your students, it is important to have the support and respect of the child's family. Gaining their respect may be a challenge. In teaching in urban schools, Gwendolyn Cartledge states, families with limited skills or resources will not be as effective in preparing their children for school or assisting their children in their schoolwork as more affluent parents. One option of overcoming this challenge would be to present them with home school cooperative projects. That would enable the parents to become more involved in the student's education. When the parents see that the child is making progress academically, they will have a better understanding of your goals, which will help gain their respect. Our next strategy is to implement programs that reflect the needs of the targeted population. Make sure you are meeting the goals that you set for your students. If a particular concept is failing time after time, find a way to manipulate the lesson until it is a success. A modest change can make a big advance in the way children grasp that concept. Think of a ripple in the middle of a pond. It starts out small, and before you know it, it has doubled, and it doesn't stop until it reaches the bank. Being persistent in times of failure will lead to success. It is a necessity to the learning process to maintain appropriate behavior. The school system must have an environment that allows students to grow. To keep this environment orderly, there must be some type of discipline and reward system to teach children correct social behavior. One management strategy is to be proactive by catching students' behavior rather than focusing on students with bad behavior. This creates a model of behavior that is positive, which students will respond to. Another strategy is to have rules posted clearly and reinforce these rules to acquire wanted behaviors. If these rules are not followed, the teacher should follow through with the appropriate discipline. We should also have staff that are committed and well prepared. Experience has shown that teachers that are adequately prepared are confident. They believe that they can properly develop a program that focuses on their students' needs. Teachers and support staff that are committed allow themselves to learn and acquire new skills. These skills push them and the students to reach their goals. This includes teachers as well as support staff, such as paraprofessionals. Let's watch a video that emphasizes teaching and learning in urban schools. The last thing we can do to meet urban learners' needs is to have high expectations. Expectations are the building blocks of the teacher's intended outcome. This is what drives the lesson in the direction the teacher wants it to go. A good urban learners program will not set low expectations. No. This teacher will set high, attainable expectations and build the lessons accordingly.